just so I stay on course. So first of all, I want to talk about the election results. So as kind of a recap, the amendments for 2018, the updates were approved. We have retiring board members of Ryan Donnelly and Dave Timken. And I'd like everyone to kind of give a round of applause for their service to our community. I know personally they were very, very important to my onboarding process, and I appreciate the support they've given me as I've been on NANOG as executive director. We have new board members, which are Susan Forney and also David Siegel. We have a new, they didn't put in the information, so I'll just tell you. We have a new chair, that's Sean Kennedy. Our new vice chair is Tina Morris. And our new treasurer, our existing treasurer will continue. Will Charnock will stay in that role. And then finally, Susan will be joining us as treasurer. Secretary, sorry, thank you, secretary. Will's treasurer. And I'd like to take a minute and talk about membership. For me, as executive director of NANOG, if I had kind of one thing that's kind of my thrust, that North Star that I try to focus on, and that's really thinking about the future of NANOG. I want NANOG to be around so that if my grandchildren decided they wanted to be members of NANOG, it would exist and it would be relevant. So my thrust is that. And I actually call upon members and non-members alike that being part of NANOG is about seeing the future of NANOG, seeing something that exists beyond us, something that will outlive us, and something that will be a strong contribution to our community and the world beyond. In a modern society, the internet is the very foundation. There are entities that exist now that never existed before prior to the conception of the internet. And I believe that all of you here are part of the keepers of that, who make that happen and make that a reality. And your participation within NANOG is critical to assuring that these kids here may someday become members of NANOG and that it exists and it's relevant for them. Now, the other kind of converse to that, which I think is most dangerous, is indecision. If we sit back and we expect someone else to take the front, we expect someone else to take the lead, someone else to make a difference, then we are going to become victims to indecision. And indecision is never good. I had an old boss who always used to say to me that indecision is a decision in and of itself. That saying, why did I think someone should become an active member? You help us deliver meaningful content to the community. You help us govern NANOG in a reasonable and responsible manner. You help us create a sustainable community of inclusion and diversity. And finally, you help us to build an organization that will outlive all of us. Now I'll get into the customary meeting stats. So we had 940 attendees at the meeting. Member registration was 249, students 9, speakers we had 20, college immersion 21, female attendance 12%, and countries in attendance 21. Our top organizations: NTT, Oracle, Cisco, Microsoft, Aaron, and Nokia. Organizational demographics: service providers made up 40%, vendors 21%, data centers 10%, IX network operators are 12%, nonprofits 10%, and others make up 7%. Special thanks yous. I'd like to first thank our hackathon sponsors, Oracle and Tesuto, and our premium and host sponsors, TechSavvy, our host, Telesis, our connectivity sponsor, Netflix and NTT Communications, our diamond sponsors, Amazon, Imperva, Microsoft, and Oracle, our platinum sponsors, and Sextera, Google, and VeriSign, our gold sponsors. If I butchered any names, I'm very sorry. Special thanks to our meeting sponsors. And then a very, very special thank you to you, the members, for supporting us, our board of directors, our sponsors, and a special thank you to Valerie and Day. Without them, this would not happen. There's been some changes. Day Harvey is responsible for making this meeting happen, and she's done a marvelous job. We could all give her a round of applause. And Valerie was an invaluable assistant to the program committee for making all of this happen. So again, applause for Valerie. So did you all enjoy the social last night? Good. Special thank you to Lisa for making that happen. I would also want to thank our contractors, iMiller, Clarity Experiences, Line Speed Events, Cascadian, and Riverbed for putting all together our technical support, and for the Hamilton Group, Christian Perry, Tessa Overfelt, and Sabrina Hazeltine for helping to put all this together, little background stuff to make everything happen. That said, see you all in San Francisco. Thank you for coming.